Hello, everyone. Now we're going to be talking about the major battles and events of World War I. So, like we've talked about before, the Great War from July 1914 to November 1918, there were over 100 battles fought in Europe, Asia, and Africa. The majority of battles were fought in Europe on the Western Front, though. So, a reminder these are the Central Powers: Germany, Austria Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. Then you have the Allied powers of Russia, Great Britain, France, Italy, Japan, and then in 1917, the United States joins. There are two fronts to the war. Let's start with the Western Front. This bordered France, Belgium, and Germany. The Schlieffen-Pan, Germany wanted to quickly conquer France before Russia could join the war. Germans were stopped before they could take Paris, though. Trench warfare began, and some of the longest and deadliest World War I battles were fought along the Western Front. And again, here's that map of the Western Front, going from Belgium down deep into France. Then we have the Eastern Front. This bordered Germany, Russia, and Austria-Hungary. This was way too large for trench warfare. Russians never broke through the German lines, though. So, first is the Battle of Tannenberg, August 23rd through August 30th, 1914, near Allenstein, which is today called Olsztyn in Poland. It was between Germany and Russia. The casualties were 166,000 for Germany, 206,000 for Russia. Those were the amount of troops. With the deaths, we had 12,000 for Germany, but 150,000 deaths for Russia. You'd think Russia would win, right? No. It's Germany, obviously, because Germany lost fewer people. The outcomes: the Russian army never entered German lands again over the course of the war. Germans proved that they were a strong army that could defeat larger opponents. Then we have the First Battle of the Marne, September 5th through 12th, 1914. This is about 30 miles northeast of Paris. This is a battle between France, Great Britain, and Germany. The total amount of troops: France and Great Britain had 1 million. Germany had 1.4 million. The amount of deaths: France, Great Britain, 263,000. And Germany, 220,000. The winner of this battle was France and Great Britain. The outcomes: Paris was safe from Germany. The Germans retreated and dug trenches, and the start of trench warfare began, which would last for 4 years. Germany would now have to fight the war on both the Western and Eastern fronts. The next big battle was the Battle of the Somme, from July 1st to November 18th, 1916. A very long battle. It's near the Somme River in northeast France, and it's the bloodiest battle of World War I. Again, it's France and Great Britain versus Germany. So, there were 1 million troops for France and Great Britain, 1.4 million for Germany. 623,000 people died for France and Great Britain, and 500,000 died for Germany. There was no real winner, though. Why do some consider this battle a failure? Well, Great Britain bombarded Germany, with over 1.6 million shells for 8 straight days. But Germany knew of this plan. They took shelter. British soldiers then marched into no man's land. Over 60,000 British soldiers were gunned down. The single worst day in casualties in British military history. So, the Allies gained 7 miles of territory after 2 years of stalemate. It did relieve pressure on French troops at the Battle of Verdun. All right. Then, the United States ends its neutrality. They joined the side of the Allies on April 6, 1917. So why did we join World War I? Well, the sinking of the Lusitania, a British ocean liner, there were 2,000 civilians on board, of which 159 were Americans. It was sank by a German U-boat torpedo on May 7th, 1915. Here's a picture of the New York Times from that day and an artist's depiction of what it looked like. About 1,200 people died. 128 Americans died. Germany defended its actions, claiming the Lusitania was in a war zone. This led to worldwide support for the Allies. The next reason is the Zimmermann telegram. On January 1917, German Foreign Secretary Arthur Zimmermann sent a secret telegram to the German ambassador in Mexico. Germany asked Mexico to ally with them. Germany would help Mexico recover the territories of Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. Here's some political cartoons. It was intercepted and decoded by the British. U.S. President Woodrow Wilson asked Congress to declare war on Germany. So at this point, the U.S. joins World War I. And that is all for this lesson. See you next video.